All right, we're gonna put this in the body weight category. I am gonna do a hamstring slider as part of this combination. So that could simply be, socks, a towel, anything on hardwood, linoleum, tile, just anything that's gonna be a little bit slippery. So we're gonna start with a skater squat. And with the skater squat, we're gonna make sure that one, from the front view, that the pelvis stays level and that your hip knee foot alignment's maintained. So we don't want the hip dropping out and we don't want the knee dropping in. From a side view, we're gonna make sure that you have an excellent hip hinge to initiate your movement. Once you've gone through a hip hinge, then we can begin to lower through the knee. So remember, whichever joint moves first is going to take more torque. Those muscles are going to do more work. Move the hip first, glute, it's going to get into the game a lot more. All right, so we're going to go 10 each side. So level out the hips, hip hinge, and then descend into a squat. So we're going to go 10 times, hinge, then descend. 2, 4, 6, 7, 3 more, 8, 9, 10. Now, because we don't have a lot of resistance here and we're using body weight, we're gonna go ahead and transition right to the next part. So that's gonna be slider under the opposite foot. So we were just standing on the right leg. We're gonna stay on the right leg. And what we're gonna do here is go with a side slider lunge, backward sliding lunge, and then the bowler. And we'll repeat. So with your side slider lunge, make sure you get a good hip hinge, as much depth as you can get, straight back, nice neutral position through the lumbo-pelvic area. And then with your bowler, we're just kicking that hip out. It's not a big motion. So that's 7, 8, 9, and we're gonna go one more time around. So 4 rotations, 10, 11, and 12. All right, all that on the other side. So now we're gonna go left leg. I'm gonna give you a side view on this. Remember, front view, level hips, hip knee foot alignment. Leveled out. Also, don't forget about your tripod weight distribution through the foot. So big toe mound, little toe mound, and heel. But initiate your hip hinge, more weight on the heel, and then come up. Just don't lose the big toe mound. 2, going to 10. 3, so one reason I have my hands on hips, gives me a little bit of a feedback, so I know if my hip's dropping out. 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. All right, the sock or slider is gonna go on the opposite side, so under the right foot. Remember, with your side sliding lunge, initiate through the hips, get a good backward hip hinge. Heading straight back, we're gonna make sure that we're neutral and not extended through the low back. And then the bowler, relatively short range of motion. 4, 12 reps total, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more time around, 10, 11, and 12. All right, now we're gonna go to hamstrings. So I'm gonna give you 2 variations on this. First one being a little easier than the second. Easier doesn't mean a cop out, it may be the right level of stress for the day. So the easier version, hips up, control the sliders out, bottom the hips, and bring them back under. Other version, we're gonna keep the hips up the whole time. So we're gonna go 10 reps, either version. Make sure the hips stay nice and high. 2, 3, 5, 6, 3 more. All right, and then what you can do is either start the video over if you want to hear all of that stuff, or just go ahead and go through 2 rounds of it.